Celtic booked their spots with Hearts and Aberdeen in the semi-finals at Hampden as Hibs' historic undefeated run comes to an end. Welcome back to Fog Football. It had to end somewhere, but is there anywhere else it was going to end, if we're being brutally honest? Probably not, but it did end. It's all over, and Celtic won 2-0. I thought Hibs, defensively, I mean, they weren't faultless, but I honestly, they did limit Celtic, but going forward, I thought Hibs were really bad today. Just lacked any ounce of quality, and Carter Vickers and Trusty dealt with it all day, every day. But let's get into the game of football. Wee bit of controversy. Throw in to Hibs. They went a wee bit up the pitch from where it should have been, and Bowie gets on the end there. Here, decent effort, decent save for Schmeichel. They pointed it on commentary. What would have happened here if this goal went into the back of the net? What would have happened, folks? What would have happened? Because I've just never really seen a goal ever get disallowed for something like this, so it would have been very intriguing to see what would have happened. Celtic then counter from the corner here. We see Calmack, he has a shot saved by Jordan Smith. Cal McGregor's been hitting a lot of good shots this season, a lot flying into the back of the net, but Celtic do get themselves a lot of corners. Aradale then gets booked for a handball. You know what, it flicks off his body, so for me, yeah, it's a free kick. I don't think he should be receiving a yellow and, running a tightrope most of the game, but it is what it is. Was it unfair? I'd say so. Hibs then have a free kick. Kasper Schmeichel catches it, but then Nicky Cadden, Batman, the guy with the mask, his hamstring gives way. Not long after this, Maeda blazes a shot over. He probably should do a wee bit better, but here was a wee bit of RJ Bargy in the back for Bashuri. Kuhn has a shot saved, but then Dyson Maeda, fastest to react, scores 1-0, just too quick. And see Dyson Maeda, right, this isn't a one-off here. See the amount of rebounds that this guy gets. This guy can play, right? This is he's the best player in the league right now, right? And that is you can't deny it. Nicholas Kuhn was, I think, for the first half of this season, but Dyson Maeda from about December onwards has been borderline unstoppable, man. And if you're a top 5 league, forget about top 5, if you're in the Premier League, man, or an actual top, you should be looking to sign this guy, because he is so fucking unique. And the question is, how much would it take to price him away from Celtic? No, obviously, he's not the youngest. It's not like you're getting a 21-year-old here with Dyson Maeda, but here he's nowhere near old. So, yeah, it looks like he could just run for absolute days. It's incredible, but you know what? I'm not saying he's the only one in Scottish football that scores this goal, but he's only one of a few that could, man. Just Bashuri and the goalie just standing there, man, and he just runs and taps it in. Great finish for Maeda. Well, he couldn't really miss, but then you thought that in the second half and he did miss. But anyway, Hattati had a shot saved. Carter Vickers has an offside header, but Hibs go in 1-0 down at the break. And you know what? 1-0 down, it's deserved because the defending for the Maeda goal is just no good enough. But at 1-0, the game's alive, and for the most part of the second half it was. But Hibs just, every time they got into the final third, they put a ball out of play, whether it was a pass, a cross would go out for a throw-in at the other side, it would go out for a goal kick. They never ever really got a clear-cut opportunity, and that's on them. You know what I mean? We seen a couple of weeks ago at Easter Road, they were great, man, they were phenomenal. But see, in this game going forward, they were so bad. But see, because they were so good at the back, I thought it limited Celtic. Celtic weren't really breaking them down an awful lot. They were limiting Celtic to long shots, and yeah, that's what Maeda scored from in the end because he managed to tap it in. But it's not like Celtic were ripping Hibs apart, in the 18-yard box. Hibs were dealing with it relatively well. And, at 1-0, the game's always alive. But Hibs just didn't really make it count. There was an absolute wonder tackle for Aradale on Kuhn. He's risking a pen here, he's risking a red card, but great tackle, gets back. Hibs then have a corner, they waste it. Every set piece, every corner, every throw-in, every free kick just seemed to absolutely sail into the hands of Kasper Schmeichel. But then Celtic almost make Hibs pay. Ball fizzed across the 6-yard box. Dyson Maeda at the back post. He is a bit outstretched for it, but the guy who's in the best form in the league should be putting this away. But here, I think most people will forgive him, considering the amount of goals and crucial assists and all that stuff and pressing he does, but he should put this in the back of the net. Gale then falls over. I mean, I'm not even going to bring myself to say he got brought down. He falls over, he's looking for it. You're never getting this. I mean, I say you're never getting this. What even is it? You know what I mean? Boyle then has a shot blocked, but this was probably Hibs' best chance the second half, but Carter Vickers and Trusty deal with it. And what's even going on? You know, the commentators on about you've got Real Madrid against Rayo Vallecano on right now, and Martin Boyle's creating the best chance the second half for Hibs. But yeah, every chance Hibs got going forward just sucked. Yeah, losing Nicky Cadden in the first half obviously affected them because I think he is their best player, if not one of. And then Chris Cadden, like 15 minutes to go, 10 minutes, he had like a hip injury and couldn't really do much, so they were kind of limited. It felt like they were doing the 10, but just a lot of chances that Hibs... Like, I'm not talking clear-cut chances here, folks, right? But they were getting into the final third and just doing nothing. Like, they've got a lot of quality in that team, but they just did not show it. Yang ballooned the chance, him and Adam Idah kind of getting each other's way, but Adam Idah then gets in the way of the ball. He pokes it home. I think it flicks off Bashuri. He tried to get down. He can't quite, and it ends 2-0 to Celtic. And I'd say 2-0's about right. Hibs, despite being in the game for so long, I mean, honestly, they did not deserve to win this game. But I think a close... We did say in the preview, I mean, I think we both predicted Hibs to win. If they had their shooting boots on, they would have stood more of a chance. But overall, it was a pretty controlled game for Celtic. And we'll see who joins Celtic, Hearts and Aberdeen into the semis at Hampden tomorrow, when we have got Livy against St Johnstone. And we all know those three teams will be gagging. They'll be begging for St Johnstone or Livy at Hampden. Anyway, your thoughts down below. Big Stevie signing out here on Fog Football. Celtic 2, Hibs 0. Peace.